Hey bestie, if you clicked on this video, it's because you don't know how to do your makeup, but it's fine. You came to the right place. You might not know how to do your makeup yet, but you're gonna know after this. So just watch and learn. The first thing you want to think about is your skincare. I'm not gonna do skincare today just because I just woke up from a nap. I've already done it today and I'm oily, but I did run out. But my favorite skin prep is going to be the Black Girl sunscreen. I've literally had to cut it open, 2 different ones, because like it's so good. It can't go to waste. But I get the Black Girl sunscreen in the shade 30. Primer is going to be involved in your skincare. You need the primer, y'all. They're almost gone. You're gonna need primer. I like the e.l.f. grip primer. I've tried a lot of other primers, but like I just like the e.l.f., so we're rocking with it. So I like to go in with primer, and this is the first step I do before I do my brows, specifically because like you kind of need to let it sit and get tacky, and don't really rub it in, just pat it in like this. While the primer is setting in, the next thing is going to be brows. I use the e.l.f. brow lift. It looks like this, and then I also use the e.l.f. brow pencil. Y'all, my pencil has been through the things, so don't talk about me bad. If you hear noise in the background, it's a couple days before Thanksgiving. My mama is in there making pie crust, so I'm sorry. So I just brush my brows up. Now listen, this is the most basic brow you literally could do. I like to let the brow gel like sit and dry for a minute, because sometimes if you try to go in with your pencil immediately, it's not going to draw on. So like we let it sit. So now at this point, the next step is going to be, depending on who you are, most people are going to say concealer. For me, I'm going to say blush. I use Juvia's Places blush, and she's tea, but she's a very hyper pigmented, and a lot of people like struggle with that. Blush before you conceal, that way you can fix anything if you overdo it. Okay, one here and one here. I am a brush girly through and through. When I first was learning how to do my makeup, beauty blenders just kept taking them off, and I didn't know what was going on. Just use a brush. Just use a brush. Also, you are free to use a beauty blender if that's what you have. Brushes do kind of cost a lot, but you can find you some cheap brushes. You can even get some off Shein, or you can use the beauty blender. Just wet it, squeeze the water out, and make sure it's damp. Something that's probably controversial, I take any setting spray. This is the dewy setting spray, and I just spray my brushes twice before I put any, like, use them at all. I know people like don't wet the brush, but at the end of the day, before you paint, you do what? You wet the brush. Okay, so it's just keeping it from being dry. So I take the brush and then I just go ahead and blend. I like to take it from my cheekbone. I like to take it up and right here into my temple. And if I'm feeling real good that night, like I'm about to go out, I'm gonna put it here in my eyelid, like that. Now your blush is on. It's time for your concealer. I use the Maybeline Fit Me concealers. Y'all, you could tell they've been through it, okay? If you don't know your shades, baby, this is not the video for that. Go to them girls. Go to Sephora, and they're there for a reason. Let them color match you. Let them figure it out. And if not, just do what I did. Go to Target and try all that shit on until you find what you like. I mean, hey. So first I go in with the shade that's closest to me. For me, that's going to be 045. This is what your placement is going to look like. Nothing too dramatic. A little triangle here. A little bit on your lip. Like that. Let me get in y'all grill. A little bit on your chin. A little bit on your forehead, like that. And then most people like to do that. I'm not a fan, but we're gonna do it for today. Anyway, a little right here, a little right here, and then my phone is like vibrating. I'm so sorry. Dot on the nose here, and just a line on the nose here. Okay, that's it for the first concealer. Okay, we looking cute. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start blending some of these in, right? Spread the brush. Okay, and I like to start on the out facing areas of my face, and then I like to do the eyes last because I like to let the eyes sit just a little more. Okay, so usually I start with my chin. Light taps, don't beat your face in, literally. Then we go forehead and just kind of blend in place. Like, don't drag it anywhere, just blend in place. You can go in with a smaller brush like this for your nose, if that's what floats your boat. I'll just do it just cause. Blend your nose up the bridge of your nose like this. And I spray my brushes frequently. I don't care what nobody say. Just do what I said. Do what I said. Because that's what you need to do. Okay? Eyes. Alright. This is what we're going to do. Listen. Do not drag it. Keep it where it's at. Keep it where it's at. Okay? Just tap. Just tap. Right where it's at. Make it happen. And then once it's blended together in place, you want to go ahead and that little dot we put there, blend that in the upwards direction up to your temple. Last step for blending your concealer under your eyes is you want to go by your mouth and just connect it from here to here. So I'm going to take half of my mouth, half of the concealer on my lip, and blend it upwards like that. Okay, now that you have all that blended out, the next thing we're gonna do is foundation. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, just like I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. All my makeup is like pretty affordable. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I use the color 355 coconut if we are closest to the same skin color and you want to use mine. So I always recommend pouring it on your hand or pumping it on your hand, whatever you're using. And basically you're gonna put your foundation everywhere that your concealer wasn't. What this is called is underpainting. Instead of it looking like a full coverage look, it's gonna give soft beat, but you know, you don't have gaps on your face where we didn't put makeup at. So you're gonna put it in the all the places where you did not put any concealer. And then you just want to blend the harsh lines out. So obviously I have a harsh line between my blush and everything. I literally just take it and blend on top of it to make it seamless, and then continue to blend out your foundation. Now that the foundation is done, it's time to go back to the concealer, right? I know this is a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but listen, trust the process. Okay. We're gonna go in with the next two colors. So the 45 is a little lighter. It's gonna be your lightest color, just a little right there, just a little. That's even too much, but we're gonna have to match it. All right. This you're gonna leave her, love her, leave her alone. Okay. Next, we're gonna, while this dries down, we're gonna move on to bronzer, contour. This is a bronzer and a contour from e.l.f. This is a Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, like this. So we'll just put a dot here and then one here. Just kind of tap it in the same place. Temple and cheekbone, like this. Align the jaw like that on both sides. Here on the forehead and here. Okay. Now we're looking like bronzy. Literally a Dalabaduya. Literally a Dalabaduya. And then I like to do a little line under like that. Go in under my nose and I try to make a circle. Literally, you are taking this and blending it to your eyebrow and then blending it down. The last step we need to do in our base is blend this out. Now it's time for serious business, powder. I prefer, y'all, it's toe up, not too much. I need another one, I know, just not too much, okay? I prefer a, what's this called? A powder puff. I use the powder from Mercier. This powder is expensive, I would never buy it. Go and look on TikTok for affordable powders. I got this powder specifically because my sister's a makeup artist. She does makeup. That's it. We dip the powder puff in. You want to pat it off like this, and then with the little bit that's left, you want to go in and pat. And this is, you can really get it in there. We're just setting the concealer that we just finished blending. So you want to go in that area and then also bring it upwards like this, like we've been doing when we've been blending the concealer. And now you do not have to do this step, but if you want to bake, we do not bake for long over here. You just go in with some more powder on top and just like that, and then just leave her alone for a little bit. And then I like to dip it in there and put the dot on my nose around that shadow I created. You can go heavy with this, okay? And then right in the middle, where we put concealer earlier. Okay, and then I just like to take the residue powder off my arm and then get the other areas. So your forehead, your chin, okay. Set everything, but you don't have to like overdo it. The next step, we're gonna go in over our liquid concealer slash bronzer with some powder bronzer. I use the Nars Cosmetics one in Laguna 06. And then I use the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie to do my nose. Just tap it and go in that same place. Okay, and that's it. And now finally, it's time to take said powder off. It's been on for probably like 3 minutes, if that. And I don't really like to dust it off anymore. I like to go in with the same applicator. And we just tap it in. And our last step before we're gonna do, our last 2 steps before we're gonna do setting spray, it's gonna be blush, and we're gonna finish our brows. So let's take my blush, right? This is the NYX Buttermelt blush, and literally just go in that same area. And she's pretty. And I just do both sides over and over again until I decide that I am done with the blush. I used to like have blush blindness. Now I try to keep her cutesy. So we're gonna finish our eyebrows. This is the Benefit Cosmetics eyebrow pencil. She is so cute. Stop it. Love her down. I'll play without her. Another good one is ELF or NYX or literally whatever. It genuinely doesn't matter, but you know, we like what we like. So I do not have a tail, as you can see. So what I like to do is, I'm gonna fuck my eyebrows up just because I'm on camera. Draw the tail. Something like that. Okay, and then I just fill it in. This is like a very pigmented pencil. Most are, so I would say fill in a little bit at a time and then go back and look, you know. But I don't even really touch the front much because I don't want it to look blocky. Basically, we're done with the base. We're just gonna add a couple finishing touches after I set, and then we're smooth sailing. So I love the NYX Dewy finish spray. She's my girl. Love her down. There's nothing in it. Okay, and then the Wet n Wild Rose. Love her down. So we're gonna go in with this one first, and then we go in with this one on top. Do not be afraid to get that face wet. Don't make it drip though. Okay. And then leave her alone. Okay, now that that has dried down, we look very pretty. We're gonna go on top with the Dewy. And then leave her alone as well. My chest is wet as fuck. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to get it done. If your mascara like blots like that, don't rub it off, let it dry, and then you can pick it off with tweezers. And then I just like to line my lips. So I go in with the lighter shade of lip gloss first. This is gonna be NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Vanilla Cream. And I just put it in the middle. And then just do that a couple times. Now I like to go in a darker shade. This is the Butterscotch. And I put that on the outside. And then just do this a couple times to blend them in. Okay, and then I like to go in with any type of lip gloss. Today we're gonna use the Cocoa Lip Therapy just because that's what I have. And I barely have any of this. I'm gonna have to squeeze it out. And that's it. I'm about to like make myself look pretty. And then I'll be back. Okay, this is the final look. See, we look so tea. We're going to the club. We're going to the club. Hold on, we're going to bed. It's literally 10:39. That's it. I hope y'all learn how to do y'all makeup. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be more than willing to answer them. And yes, don't forget to subscribe. If you can see the board behind me, that means that Vlogmas, this is the last video before Vlogmas. Subscribe. Do not miss Vlogmas. This is my second year as a YouTuber. So this is the first year I'm gonna be doing Vlogmas. And I really want to try to knock all 25 days out and like challenge myself, even though I'm working a 9 to 5. So stay tuned to see that, y'all. Do not play. Hit the subscribe button today. Period. Don't forget to share this to your friends, anybody that needs help doing their makeup. And yes, I hope that you loved this video. I hope it was brown girl friendly. I hope that I explained everything right. If not, please comment below and I will be able to help you out. And yes, don't forget, I love you. God loves you. Has amazing plans for your life. We'll see you in the next video, bestie. Bye. Ah!